Welcome back to the RobberDoubleYT channel, and today we are finding out what the biggest loss you can get on amateur difficulty on FIFA 20 is. In order to inflict this record defeat on myself, the team of choice was PSG, as they have arguably the most OP attack, and I would be controlling a half-star team from Ireland, as I thought the worser players would give me a better chance of a big defeat. The only rule was, I could not purposely score own goals. Originally, the plan was to use beginner AI, but as this epic montage will show you, they refused to score.
Why are you running?
So after 33 fruitless minutes, I decided to up the difficulty to amateur. The upgrade in difficulty didn't seem to affect the lethality of PSG's finishing, however, with Mbappe clearing the top tier of the Parc de France twice from positions my nan would be ashamed to miss from. Icardi then got in on the act and decided a chip shot towards an open goal was the best course of action, the effort sliding agonisingly wide of the far post. With 27 minutes on the clock, he made amends for his previous poor shot choice, scoring to give the AI the lead, before then doubling his tally so that PSG led 2-0 at the break. Goals 3 and then 4 were quickly added after half-time, but an auto goal line clearance denied a fifth.
Nope.
Mbappe added that elusive fifth in added time. However, it was obvious this meagre loss was vastly improvable. Before the next attempt, I changed the lineup to 3 at the back and fiddled with the various custom tactics to make my team more attacking and therefore push up the field a bit more, in the hope that would leave bigger gaps in behind and make it easier for the PSG front three to get through on goal, which worked unbelievably.
And Tompkins out of it. It's a wonderful attempt by Wayne Rooney, and it's an amazing goal. Well, David Beckham is here, and that's the sort of moment that he produced all those years ago. Rooney has done it.
But despite that quite incredible finish from my bronze midfielder, after I pressed X to pass it, I noticed the main problem holding us back was not the setup of our team, but actually the amount of time it took to give the ball back to PSG. In order to rectify this, I switched passing assistance to manual, so the ball would go exactly where I aimed it, back to PSG. Now I could finally efficiently return the ball to the AI. I could assist most of their goals, and they raced into a 3-0 lead after just 12 minutes. Mbappe took it back to FIFA 19 by scoring probably the best goal, a neat but pointless scoop-up volley that would have had Nepenthes drooling a year ago. By half-time, the rout had reached 12-0. At this point, I decided that this would be my last attempt because it was getting a bit tedious moving my players out the way of strikers that struggled to score from 2 yards out. Although I do still have some ideas of how to make it a greater victory margin, so if that's something that interests you, I can do a part 2. In the first 15 minutes of the second half, they racked up an impressive 6 more goals, but then disaster struck as I managed to break my only rule. The ball swung in, found my centre-back who took 2 horrific touches, and then my terrible reactions could not get there to the B button to clear quickly enough. I'd argue this miss from Mbappe evens it out anyway, not to mention somehow I was getting lag in offline. Neymar scored to bring up 20 before a barren spell with only 5 goals in 30 minutes meant the score finished 26 to PSG, 0 to the Irish amateurs. I imagine this is a world record, well, because who on earth is dumb enough to try it in the first place? Feel free to try and beat it. It's definitely possible because the AI missed lots of chances, and I am counting that own goal because I don't think there's a lot I could have done about it, and it does look fairly realistic. It's definitely not on purpose. With all that done and said, thanks for watching RobberDoubleYT, and see you next time.